in this new world, the AI world, we are able to classify documents, index them, version them where needed, extract data from it, and apply all kinds of business rules and computations. It's not really people that AI is replacing, it's going to replace people who don't use AI.
So let's talk about the future of mortgage, right? And especially looking at how AI is transforming the mortgage industry itself. We know that there's been a lot of disruption, there's been a lot of talk about AI and across multiple industries. So I'd like to pick your brain a little bit on why is the mortgage space that primed for AI?
So, mortgages is documents and data and business rules coming together through processing and underwriting, right? This industry is a prime industry for the use of AI. There's structured data, there's unstructured data, there's so many decisions to be made, and AI enables all of this. It makes our lives so much easier, faster, better.
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense because I know that some of our people who are in the processing division. Sometimes they get like a very large number of documents, and I can imagine it's going to be torture if you tell them, take the stack of 300 documents and in that identify all the deposits in these bank statements. It can be pretty crazy, and to think that all of this time it was being done manually. People were actually doing a lot of the stare and compare to identify all of these things and enter it into the LOS.
Yeah, in this new world, the AI world, we are able to classify documents, index them, version them where needed, extract data from it, and apply all kinds of business rules and computations. So, certainly, the doc AI is helping the mortgage industry or lending in general.
Excellent. That's good. And I also think that because of AI being used, this could lead to several advantages, right? You want to talk about some of the advantages and what it's enabled us to do better and faster?
Yeah, in today's world, everything from loan setup, processing, underwriting, closing, and post closing job functions are now AI enabled. We are able to extract data, validate data, order services, review the reports from those services, all using AI, enabling a lot of the actors in the mortgage production world. Not only that, we are able to also, for the big three C's in the underwriting, the credit, collateral, and capacity, we are able to validate a lot of data or review data within the credit reports.
Right.
We are able to review appraisal reports, and we are able to do income computation, all of that using AI. So, AI is certainly already starting to change our world.
Excellent. Excellent. And I see this kind of affecting the role that people play now, right? Because earlier, like we were talking about, a lot of time was consumed in doing tasks like data entry, stare and compare, doing all of those. And if those tasks are getting automated, if those tasks are getting taken over by AI, then people are freed up to focus on the higher value kind of tasks and tasks which has higher complexity. And in a way, tasks also that are not, the standard mundane kind of tasks that people are used to doing.
Yeah. We're hoping that all of our personnel in the mortgage operations realize that, start to use AI a lot more because it's not really people that AI is replacing, it's going to replace people who don't use AI.
Right.
So it's very important for all of us to take in AI and make it a part of our job functions.
Absolutely. And I think that's going to be the key for moving forward and progressing in this space.
Agreed.
So, Ritesh, we all agree that AI plays a role and has done a fantastic job in automating a lot of the mundane kinds of tasks. What about tasks that require a higher level of decision making? Let's say when you're looking at creditworthiness and risks that are associated with it. Do you see AI transforming those areas as well?
Yeah. So for W 2 borrowers, now we are doing straight through processing of loans. And even in other borrower cases, there's a lot of underwriting that is happening automatically. The income computations are automatic. So underwriters' efficiencies is going up from 2 loans to 6 loans. That tells you that they are able to use AI to improve their work lives, to be more productive.
Okay, no, that's excellent. And I know there's also talk about how AI is helping reduce fraud, especially, the mortgage industry. You can talk a little bit more about that. But let's discuss that. How is AI helping with fraud detection?
So AI helps us look at documents in a different way. We're looking at AI is looking at the font within the documents, the last time that the document was updated. There are many different parameters within the document itself, including the content that is being reviewed by AI. And documents can be flagged as fraudulent much more easily, faster than it was ever before. So, yes, fraud is on the rise, and fraud detection is
Mm.
also on the rise using AI.
Excellent. And I remember what we were talking about earlier. You were talking about an application that you saw where the entire set of documents was fraudulent, right? And you were able to detect it quickly by using AI, where it actually said that every every document which was there was actually
Uh,
fraudulent.
Unfortunately, there are third-party service providers to borrowers who are creating entire borrower documentation as fraudulent documents. And today's AI is smart enough to identify all of that and call it out.
Excellent, excellent. So I think it then using AI in these ways that we've been talking about is going to help with higher quality decisions and less issues with compliance. And I'm also hoping that that would lead to eventually less of the scratch and dent kind of loans that are there, and it's going to be a better system for everybody.
Yes, that is what the lenders are expecting from AI.
Excellent.